seeing the ladies. And this likewise is advised in the last 10 nights. What are you supposed to do in i'tikaf? Isolate yourself. Do not talk about anything worldly. It's got to be restricted, absolutely worship. Nothing else. Do not talk about merchandise, about trade. Do not go do your shopping and so forth. No. You are allowed to leave the mosque or the place where you're doing i'tikaf for a reason. The reason may be going to the toilet or performing wudu. You may need to go to the doctor if it's urgent. You may need to fulfill a duty for the wife that she cannot fulfill. Anything that is a dire need, a necessity that allows you to leave the area where i'tikaf is being performed by you. Naam, Habib. It's all night and all day. For the last 10 nights. You can do it for the last 5 nights. I'tikaf is not restricted to a certain day. But the sunnah is 10 nights. You can do it for 30 nights. You can do it for 5 nights. You can do it for 1 night if you want. You can do it for the days without the nights. It all goes to your intention, for indeed or actions are but by intention. No, you are not allowed to do it at home. I'tikaf must be in a place of worship. No, the intention, very good, Mu'adh. The intention is plays a major role in Islam. Your intention must be intended before the appearance of Fajr for every single night. In other words, for a obligated fast, you are conditioned, your fast is conditioned that you do the intention. And this must be performed before the appearance of dawn. Now the question here comes, are you allowed to intend for the whole 30 days? In other words, Ramadan, say, is on Sunday. Saturday, are you allowed to intend for the 30 coming days? To say, I intend, you do not utter. Be careful. You do not utter. There's no room for utterance for this intention. You intend only with the heart. Your intention, the place for it is in the heart, not on the tongue. When you intend for the 30 days, are you allowed to intend for 30 days? The stronger opinion is that you are allowed. The start of the Ramadan, you say, inshallah, you don't say, you intend that I am going to fast 30 days of Ramadan, and inshallah, that will suffice you for the whole month. If you do not do that, you intend for every single night before the appearance of Fajr. Fadal Abdul Ghani.
When you wake up for suhoor, isn't that intention already anyway?
Absolutely. But what if you do not wake up for suhoor? Absolutely. The intention is there without you intending. However, intend. Any more questions? Fadal ya Habibi.
Is it haram to break your fast before time?
Is it haram to break your fast before time? I think so. Why should you break your fast before time? You haven't fasted.
By accident.
By accident is not an issue, as it happened to Asma bint Abi Bakr. She saw the clouds darken the sky, and she thought that the time of sunset has appeared. And she broke her fast. Suddenly, the clouds vanished, and she saw the rays of the sun. She said, light. She saw light. She said, Subhanallah. What have I done? So, she told Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam of her action. He did not obligate upon her due to her mistake. It's a mistake, huh? Due to her mistake that she had to make up another day. She does not. It's like the situation of forgetfulness. Thus, there's no harm, inshallah, on that person. It is something that Allah has blessed you with. So, inshallah, say alhamdulillah.
You know, how when we go to bed in the night time during Ramadan, we always have an intention, morning we have to wake up for shuhur. And then we found out at 7 o'clock when we open our eyes.
Astaghfirullah, Fajr is gone too. Not only Suhoor, Fajr as well.
Now, I was reading somewhere it says, if you wanted to fast, have something quickly and fast. Even though you woke up at 7 o'clock.
Absolutely not. If the appearance of Fajr has appeared and you've woken up only after the appearance, you are not allowed to touch anything after that. You are not allowed to touch a single drop of water nor a single morsel of food. نعم. تفضل يا أستاذ ماهر.
Sheikh, I'm just a little bit confused. You know, you're saying that the charity, the zakat, can't be in the form of money. It must be in the form of food or sustenance. In Australia, is there anyone that's really poor? So that's why probably people send it overseas.
Very good, Mahir. He's referring to Zakat al-Fitr again, which is supposed to be given before Eid, and anything after Eid. It's not called Zakat al-Fitr anymore. It's called what? Sadaqah, charity. And you lose the blessing of Zakat al-Fitr. How is it to be given? It must be given with food. Now, the people that you give it to, if you cannot find anyone in Australia, and I must agree it's probably hard, but however, there are people. If you cannot find anyone, you do not know of anyone, you are allowed to give it to organizations, as long as you tell them, you make sure the organization is authentic, is genuine, that you tell them that I want this given in exchange to food.
And what if there's someone overseas that you trust?
Very good. You are allowed. We do that, Ya Mahir. We do that. When we give our Zakat al-Fitr, I send it to my relatives, who are likewise over there, my Sheikh. Now, when we give it to them, we say, Zakat al-Fitr. I do not have to explain to him what to do. He understands the scenario. So, he exchanges it for food before Eid. Now, you got to make sure it's a genuine source. A genuine source. Don't give it to every habba or dabba you don't know about. And you say, khalas, I've done my problem, or I've done this. No, it's not acceptable. Make sure that it's exchanged to food. Brother Adam, go to the ladies section. It's an obligation, a command from your sister. Now,
The recipient of zakat, do they have to be Muslim?
does the recipient have to be Muslim? It is highly advised that it is Muslim, especially when there are Muslims in need. Why would you give it to a kafir? However, the scholars have said, if those who are mu'allafatul qulub, which means the reconciliation of hearts, who are close to Islam, and if you believe by giving them this, and they are in need of this, they've got to be in need, they've got to be poor and in need of it, then if you think by giving them this, Zakat al-Fitr, may lead them to Islam, embracing Islam, then it is advised. But however, if they are not interested in Islam, there's no interest at all, it is not advised, nor is it accepted by many scholars to give it to such people. Naam, Mr. Jalal.
Is it wajib or sunnah? Is your fasting accepted?
Is it obligate or is it sunnah? The stronger opinion is it is only sunnah. It is only sunnah. However, it is highly, highly, highly recommended, where many scholars have said it's obligation. But the strongest of the two opinions is it is only optional, but do not leave it. Do not leave it. The shepherd of the flock must give it on behalf of his family if they have not reached or attained the age of accountability, which is puberty or maturity. He must give it on every single person. Even if the delivery is before Eid and the child's only 1 second old. 1 second old, he likewise, the father, must give it on behalf of that child. Now, yes,
But if you're going through a divorce, right, and the divorce is not finalised, where you and your wife are officially Islamically divorced, and the time comes, do you still have to give on behalf of her, even though you've been, say, separated for 6 months, 7 months, or whatever?
Well, the closest we can say about that is 6-7 months. Separated, not divorced.
Not divorced.
So she's more or less hanning at the moment. Yeah. A person like that, it is advised. It is advised, even though she is advised to do it on her own behalf as well. She is advised, because she's accounted for her own duty as well, for her own actions. She's not a young girl. So she is advised to give zakat or derive it from her wealth. If she is unable, you do it. If she is unable, you do it. If that child appears, then it is your duty. Not hers, your duty.
But if she's able,
Now, even the child, you are responsible for it. Yes. Her responsibility, if she's able, is to give. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.
رمضان قد أهل بالصيام وأطل مسعدا أهلا وخلا ليته في كل حين.
رمضان قد أهل بالصيام وأطل مسعدا أهلا وخلا ليته في كل حين. رمضان قد أهل بالصيام وأطل مسعدا أهلا وخلا ليته في كل حين.